Today's Cosplay Con Talk episode is sponsored by Moco Queen Color Contacts. Don't forget to use my code Wayne for 10% off at checkout at mocoqueen.com. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
How's it, everyone? Wayne the Unknown here, and welcome back to another episode of Cosplay Con Talk. We haven't done one of these in a full episode in about a month. And as of this month, we are finally, it's been officially 5 years since Cosplay Con Talk first started from just, what was just a random post on a Facebook, a cosplay Facebook group asking if people wanted to come on for just a one podcast thing, and turned out like, oh, this many people are interested. Okay, well, crap, I gotta figure out something else. And for God, I think at least a good two years, Cosplay Con Talk was part of Geeking Out before it officially became its own thing, and within a lot, it has changed in 5 years. And with two guests who've been on the series quite frequently, with AJ being the very first guest
Hi.
for Cosplay Con Talk. Real quick, AJ, just want to introduce yourself and just talk about what was it like being on the channel for the first time back in 2021, during COVID, basically.
Yeah. So hi, I'm AJ, they, he, and it was, I don't know, it was kind of wild. Like, I hadn't done anything like that before. I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't have any equipment for it. So I was just like sitting in my living room with a basic like aux microphone, like one of those ones that also has the headphones attached, and it's just like roll it up, put it in your pocket kind of thing. And yeah, it seems like it was so long ago.
5 years.
That 5 years almost seems like too short.
Back before I was doing this now, where it was just like no video, just audio, and like only 30 minute, like 25 to 30 minute episodes back then too, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
I just like, sure, let's do cosplay introduction, let's do interviews, let's talk about, and I mean, and you've been on Cosplay Con Talk quite a few times too.
Yeah, at least a few. I can't actually remember how many times.
I would have to like look and post like screenshots of the thumbnails, because it's,
Oh gosh.
we have like over, like, I think we're almost at 200 episodes. I think I gotta look, but we're definitely in the hundreds now.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, AJ was he was the very first guest, I think, because you were like the first. Did I reach out? I think I reached out to you first. I think this is when I was like slowly getting the Discord server all made up to start this.
That sounds right. That's kind of how I operate. Someone says, "Hey, anyone willing to do this?" And I'm usually game. So I probably just commented on the post like, "Hey, yeah, I'm down."
Yeah, you did, and then it's like, oh great, now I got to make a Discord server. I remember it was about 50 comments, I want to say. I have to go on the KomoriCon group page, but I think, look at the post, I think it was roughly 50 comments. I wasn't expecting so many people to be interested, but again, this was like during the time of COVID, and like, cosplay gatekeeping and everything was just being a real issue. So it's like I wanted to talk about, and yeah, from what was supposed to be a one-off is now what you see here.
Yep.
Vi, care to introduce yourself and talk about, how you came about coming on to Cosplay Con Talk?
Yeah. My username is Vi Snowfy. So you can just call me Snowfy. I have been cosplaying for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years this summer. And I met Wayne at where did we meet, now that I think about it? It wasn't Rogue Comic Con, was it?
It was Rogue Comic Con, yeah.
It was Rogue Comic Con. So we met at Rogue Comic Con, which was super fun. And since then, I have been a part of the Discord and a part of that community. And I've been on a couple of the episodes. We've done an interview. And I am excited to be a part of more of them. It's super fun. I have always liked the idea of like podcasts, and I've always been a big fan of public speaking. Like I applied to do a TED Talk at one point and I never got an answer. I was sad.
TED Talks are fun.
They are so neat. And I had a really great idea for one, and I didn't hear back. I was very sad. But yeah, I've always liked, I'm a yapper. I'm a big yapper. So getting to come onto a long podcast and be able to just yap about something I'm passionate about is really cool.
Yeah,
With somebody who's also really passionate about it. So
I mean, I wasn't. If I'm gonna be honest, for those, I was just going to this blind. I mean, like, nothing scripted on this channel. Nothing scripted on this series. Like, when I get a hold of someone for an interview, I'll like send them like the basic. Here's what we'll be talking about. Here's a link if you want to see the past 100 episodes of what goes on. And if you're interested, great. If not, I completely understand, because we're all adults. We have busy lives, and you got those cosplayers who are going to cons left and right every year. Which I have to say, I commend you if you can do like 5, 6, 10 cons a year.
I wish.
I don't know how people do it.
They're so expensive.
Yeah, I do not have the resources for that.
Being in Southern Oregon, I kind of have to travel if I want to go to the bigger cons. So whether it's a road trip to Portland, or if I want to go to Emerald City, which I hope to do at some point, that would be an 8-hour road trip to Seattle. So fun.
I mean, for a flight, it's like, I think 2 hours. I think, or
yeah, that sounds about right. But do I feel like flying through TSA with my Caitlin or Vi wigs?
No, because you don't want those ruins. Those will be ruins.
I packed those very carefully when I moved here because they're my babies. They're precious. Well, I mean, I just got my Caitlin wig, but my Vi wig, one of my prized possessions.
Oh yeah, that thing would need a. Back to you, AJ. Just in general, like, what's it been like being on this channel for so long, and what's been just some of your favorite things about the series?
I don't know. It's like it's been really interesting to see how the series has grown and changed over the years, because I've been on a fair number of episodes, but they've never been all that close together. So like every time I come on, it's something new. And you've upgraded some part of it, or there's a new layout or a new logo, or you're doing the recorded intros or whatever it is. It's interesting to see what's changed whenever I stop by.
I mean, I was not expecting, not to toot my own horn. I wasn't really expecting to do all this stuff, like, the interviews, yeah. But then it's like, oh, we're gonna do panels now. All right. And then we're gonna do convention. We're gonna do in-person showcase things for conventions and interviews and all that stuff. Like, okay, I was not. But I can't take all the credit. I've got to say, people like AJ, Vi, and the other people on the Discord, and those who have been, as I always say, they make the channel. I just record, host, edit, and post, and that's it. That's all I do. The guests have been people who've been on here. They're the ones that the suggestions, which I do appreciate all the suggestions that people have made to make this series and channel better. Because I mean, AJ's come up with some good ideas and suggestions, and I've put those forward. And I always make sure to give credit to those who come up with the ideas. Because let's face it, I'm not great at coming up with ideas. I just make it up as I go, type of thing.
Yeah, I feel like my main contributions have been just sort of behind the scenes. Like, I don't know, I don't feel like being on the episodes has been my biggest thing. I feel like I'm just all sort of hanging around in the Discord channel and or the Discord server, and just kind of keeping an eye on things.
I mean, I did make you a moderator.
You
for a
did.
reason.
You did. And
Well, I
I'm
mean,
the
you
only one that gets a colored username.
Yay.
I mean, you've been on like I said, you've been with this series since the beginning, and I feel like it's right. By right, I feel like you had every right to be made a moderator for the channel and everything, and and I do appreciate the input and critique you have given to make the channel better. Because I'll admit, back then, I didn't know what I was doing. I just I did some episodes that like we're told, hey, maybe you could do this, or maybe before you record, you talk to the guests before you record so they feel more comfortable. I'm like, yeah, we'll add that. We'll add that. We'll do all this, and it's been better, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it's always a learning process. And I mean, it's great if you go into something like this knowing what to do, but how else are you going to learn?
I didn't know what I was doing. I just if I'm gonna be honest, this whole channel I'm just basing off stuff I've seen on YouTube growing up, and figured, okay, let's try this, let's try that. Let's learn this editing skill, let's learn that editing skill. I mean, it's because of your suggestion. Was adding like the cosplay photos a little bit longer. The cosplay they're doing and the character that they're cosplaying as to give more people, and if they want to pause Zoom, they can. It's better than just adding. I think it was like what 20 seconds. Now it's like between a minute and 30 seconds now.
Something like that.
It's honestly better because back then it was just I think a blank screen, and I think it was a photo of me and a photo of whoever I was talking to with their name. That's what Cosplay Con Talk really was. It's just a basic thumbnail with a black screen with Geeking Out, Cosplay Con Talk, and then I think it was just a picture because I don't think we had used any cosplay photos for the thumbnail at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember if we had any photos on that first episode. I think it was just like a photo of me and a photo of you.
Yeah, and then like the thumbnail was like a photo of you saying who I'm talking to, and like a big, the red background with the words, and this is like featuring, now it's like now I'm just like, once I introduce the person, I'll show like a picture of them with their name, and then show the cosplays or the cosplay suggestions they do, or videos of the cons they've gone to, which in itself has been suggestions. I take suggestions to heart. And it's what it's what can improve things. Which again, I do appreciate AJ's input.
That's something that that I've always enjoyed about working with you is that you're always down to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I appreciate the input because again, I just do like the background stuff again. I just set it up, record, host. I mean, now it's got to the point where I'm like letting people on the Discord server host their own stuff because it's at that point where it's like I want it to expand. I just don't want it to be me doing the hosting. Like I'll set everything up, but like Kat when we did Am I the Asshole cosplay edition, Kat Valentine, that was her suggestion. She did all the work. I just pretty much was just doing the editing and posting it. Other than that, that was all her idea, or Bob coming up with some panel ideas. It's like I want everyone who's been involved in this to have some kind of input with this series.
Yeah.
Same question for you, Vi. What's it just been like for you, and what's been some of your favorite things about being on Cosplay Con Talk and everything?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I love to yap, and when it comes to yapping about things that I'm passionate about with somebody who's also passionate about something of a similar concept, whether it's cosplay or something adjacent to just being nerdy. I love that. And you're a good listener, and you have created a really nice platform to let people express themselves and shine and be able to be seen. And that's really neat. I think a lot of people, in general, a lot of people don't take cosplay seriously. They think it's just for kids. They think
It's not. I've seen 7-year-olds. I've seen 7-year-olds cosplay.
Yeah, and people don't think it's as serious as it is. People don't think it's as. I think unless you like know somebody within the hobby, or whether you're like depending on your exposure to it, a lot of people just don't take it seriously. So seeing somebody and being a part of a community in which you can be vocal about it and be able to be nerdy with people that are passionate about the same thing is really, really, really cool. So I appreciate you for making this space to do that. And the podcasts are super fun. Like I said, I've wanted to do podcasts. I wanted to be a part of podcasts. So I am excited to do more of them with you. I know I haven't been on like a part of this for very long, but I also haven't been cosplaying for very long. This year will be my 4th year, but the past 2 years I haven't cosplayed as much as I would like to because I am not in a place right now where I have a really great space to film. We're working on it, but soon, hopefully soon, I'll be able to cosplay all the time again. And I mean, Caitlin cosplay in the works. So
soon.
Yeah, we can do that. I will say, I've had multitude of guests on here. I mean, I've done over 100 interviews, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
That's counting the ones at cons too. And I've talked to people who like only been cosplaying for months, a year, young, old. You've got to be 18 to be on this channel. It's just a safety thing I have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had families on here too a while back. A mom and their teen kid. Great people. I highly recommend following them.
Where would we follow them if we wanted to follow them?
They go by Creep. I want to say they still go by Creepy Mama 666. I have their interview on the channel as well. I'll be sure to put a link in the description for that if anyone wants to check that out. It's great. I've had them on I want to say twice now. I need them to come back on for a cosplay wig and makeup styling episode. Another a part 1 of that, a part 2 of that, because I've done a part 1. Yes, you'll be part of it.
I mainly do makeup. I'm not a good wig stylist, but I am a makeup artist.
Speaking of the panels, back to you, AJ. What are your thoughts on the panels that we've been doing, the podcast panels that we've been doing on here? Because it's rare. Because like you see the panels at cons, but you don't really see a whole lot being done in podcast format.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's nice to have that kind of panel content where you don't necessarily have to attend a con to get to it. It's kind of like a podcast, just posting it up, and then you don't have to be anywhere in particular, but you can have that interaction of talking about a specific topic, panel style. And there's stuff that you've done for panels that I think is pretty valuable to have outside of a convention environment.
Mm-hmm.
So I think early on we did the attending your first con panel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that is information that I would like people to have before they come to the convention so that they have time to act on it and prepare.
That would have been so helpful for me when I went to my first one because I did not know what I was doing.
Right?
It was a big one too. My first convention was huge.
Yeah, and it can be so overwhelming. And if you haven't attended a convention, how do you know what to expect? How do you know how to act? How do you know what kind of information is usually posted ahead of time? So I like that it's this style of content, but available anytime, anywhere with an internet connection.
Not only is this series educational, but it's fun too. I think that's like the main purpose of this channel is to not only just showcase all these amazing cosplayers that have been on it for the past 5 years, but also to educate cosplayers who may be new to this. Because I'm not gonna lie, a good chunk of these younger cosplayers were introduced to cosplay through TikTok during COVID, and let's just face it, I have nothing against cosplay TikTok at all, but you know, it's not like a great place to learn what cosplay is, especially if you've never gone to conventions before. But like watch a YouTube video on cosplay and convention safety and awareness. That will give you a more broader idea, which we've done before in the past.
Yeah, and like short form video cosplay it feels like such a different area from convention cosplay.
Oh, it's so different.
You put yourself together differently. It takes different skills to do it successfully. You're doing it for different reasons, and it's I haven't really done much actual like video content in cosplay because I don't know what I'm doing there. I can put a cosplay on and go to a convention because that's what I do. But there are people out there who specialize in this kind of short form video content, and that is amazing. But if you're going from that to a convention, there are a lot of things that are going to be common pitfalls that may affect even up to your health. So it's important.
Oh, I agree, and I got to give props to the cosplayers who go on TikTok. Put on full cosplay, put on full makeup, record maybe 5, 6, 7 videos of like their cosplay, and then take that all off. That's different than putting the cosplay on and going to a con for 6 to 7 hours compared to doing 6 to 7 whatever videos in that cosplay.
Are you doing this to me on purpose?
No, I'm not. No, because I can even attest to wearing I can even attest to having to wear a cosplay all day, and it's at a con, and it could be, I mean, even Vi, and any cosplayer, because, and that's one thing I've also talked about is stories of these cosplayers, going through this, not just mentally preparing themselves, but having to wear the cosplays, and also, as you've known, and Vi, you've known that we also talk about the safety part of cosplaying, or like the cosplay mishaps,
Yeah. I'm sorry, you said 6, 7 like 3
that's
times
what that was.
in short succession. And I'm like, it's like the trend is waning. The trend is waning. Thank everything.
Thank God.
Oh God.
But now it's gotten to the point where like the old people like us are like, hey, young people, we have learned about this meme and now it's our turn.
Oh God.
We've stolen it from you. It's our meme now.
Next I'll be dabbing and T-posing.
Oh my God.
Established dominance.
That feels like an eternity ago. It was like when I was in high school.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh no, what have I done?
Anywho.
Sorry.
See, this is the one thing I like about doing this series. There's always humor.
Yes.
In it, like someone's busting up laughing, or hell, even now, like the convention showcase. Well, I'll get to that in a bit. Back to you, Vi. What is it you like about the podcast panels we've done?
I kind of backing off of what AJ was saying. The accessibility of it is fabulous. We were talking a little bit about like the different types of cosplay, whether it's like putting on a cosplay and being at a convention for 7, 8, 9 hours a day. I think the longest convention day I've ever done in cosplay was 9 hours. And that was my second day at Fan Expo Denver, which was the first con I ever went to.
Oh, that's a long time. That's a long time. That's pretty much the whole con on one day.
Oh yeah. I was there from when did that day start? I had Ultimate Fan Package passes, so we could come in early. So I was there from like 9 or 10 a.m. till like 7 or 8.
Wow.
It was awesome, but like,
Wait
man,
till,
I got in
wait
the
till you
car
go
and
to
I was
wait
like,
till you wait till you go to KomoriCon. That stuff goes on to like 11 at night.
oh, I'm hyped. But I am also somebody who I started cosplaying on TikTok, and I didn't do like my first like photo shoot or convention or anything like that until over a year after I started cosplaying, because majority of what I would do was just throw on a cosplay and spend literally the entire day filming. Like, the routine of how I did it was I would like first thing in the morning get into cosplay. I had a filming setup at my old house in Colorado in which I could like put it back up or put it up really easily and then just break it down really easily. And it was this nice black backdrop that I missed dearly, with really nice lighting and a sunset lamp. It was awesome. I have like 3 years worth of content, short form and cosplay content, and I would just film for hours. Typically, what I would do is once a month I would get into cosplay and I would film 30 videos.
Wow.
So I would have one for each day of the month. And I mean,
I mean
there would be days that I would miss, but
that keeps your content flow just, you know. See, I wish I can do that with my content on here, but it's like
it's long form
work.
content takes so much more.
Work.
Yeah, it takes, I mean, short form content, don't get me wrong. Short form content is very hard and you kind of have to find your niche with it.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the thing
YouTube
that I'm
Shorts,
struggling with,
TikTok.
exactly. And I used to be a lot more in the groove of it. Like I think the last time I tried to film TikToks was a few months ago. I did just like, I had a day off and I was like, screw it, I'm bored. I'm going to get into cosplay and I'm going to do a live and then do some TikToks. I did like 6 TikToks before I was like, I have no audio saved.
Oh.
And I didn't like any of them. Like, I'm so rusty. And it sucks when you don't have a place that you like to film in too. That makes being rusty a little harder. But
Yeah.
fighting audios right now is so hard. Like, the way TikTok, like cosplay TikTok, is run since I stopped being consistent is very different. Anyway, so I love the accessibility of it, especially as somebody who didn't go to a con for a while after I started cosplaying, because most people, I feel like, at least up until TikTok became so popular for cosplay, which was like
pretty
2020,
much 2021. Yeah.
I didn't start cosplaying until 2022, but
So basically, like at the ass end of COVID, so to speak.
exactly, pretty much. So, but it was, I didn't go to my first con until 2023, and these are resources that I wish I had. Granted, Fan Expo Denver was such a fun experience. I loved it.
And that's a pretty big, con for a first one too.
Oh yeah.
Which, like, I commend you for going to Disney World instead of Disneyland, so to speak. As I refer to it, you know, small cons like fairs, medium cons are like Disneyland, you know, whatever, and then like big cons are like Disney World, Mario World, whatever. Like you're like like, oh, I don't want to stick my foot in the pool. I just want to dive right in.
Oh yeah.
Which no judgment, because we've discussed that too. You know, about, you know, what's it like going to a big con for your first con compared to just like saying, I don't want to go to the small cons. I want to go big. I want to do it now.
Yeah.
What is the rough size of that con?
They oversold the venue, so it was at the Colorado Convention Center.
And I've seen pictures of what that looks like too.
It's huge. It is very big. There were periods of time in which I went with one of my best friends, Ember, and she was the one that's experienced in going to cons. So there was periods of time where we were trying to get in and out of artists.
Oh, you had a convention exit buddy.
Yes, thank God. I'm really glad I didn't go alone.
I still need to get that made into. I still have that as a shirt on the merch store for anyone interested. I have it for adults, children, or if you have a pet with you, I have it as a pet neck handkerchief bandana thing.
Cute.
Adorable.
If you have a service animal, be perfect.
That's cool. I didn't know you did that.
I merch store link. Just follow the link tree. I need a sponsor. I need to promote that more.
What? I didn't know you did that. That's
Because
a
I
problem.
forgot that you
yeah,
had
if you go on my Instagram, just look at the link tree, and you'll see the thing in capital letters with exclamation points, merchandising. I quote that from Spaceballs anytime I get the chance. That's why, yeah. Just look, yeah, merch. Just look up just click the link of merchandise, and you'll be go straight to my merch store. Please buy something from there. No,
Instagram at Wayne the Unknown. Link in bio. Hiya, yeah.
Yeah, please. I've made that merch store once. I hit like I think 100. Yeah, when I hit 100 subs is when I made the merch store.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost at 500 subs. We're at
Yay.
420. We're at 426 subs now. Not much longer before I have to do a giveaway, and I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Anyways, back to the question in hand.
I'm trying to think of how many people. I know there was a number of how many tickets were sold for Fan Expo Denver, and I want to say for the entire weekend, which Fan Expo Denver was a 3-day con in 2023. It's a 4-day con now.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of cons pushing that 4 days now.
I'm pretty sure it was over 100,000 tickets were sold for
Wow.
all 3 days.
I mean,
like
Fan
the
Expo,
entire weekend, there were that many tickets sold. And the Colorado Convention Center's, you should have seen the size of Artist Alley. Like, Artist Alley was massive, and it was I spent a lot of money. But I remember I came back to work after that weekend because I had taken time off to do it. And I'm autistic, for context. And one of my managers, I came back to work, and she was like, I saw footage on the news of the con, and I thoroughly debated texting you to make sure you were okay.
Well, that's nice of them.
Because, like, overwhelm wise, like, she was afraid.
Oh
that I
no,
was
like
gonna
and we've discussed that too with disability and cosplays. That's and autism was pretty much someone who was autistic as well. That was a big thing we brought up.
Yeah.
Luckily, I mean, big crowds and stuff like that are not the kind of thing that gets me overwhelmed as an autistic person, which every autistic person is very different, of course.
Mhm.
That's just a me thing. But there were so many people that I saw that were like, especially kids that were just breaking down. And I felt so bad, but like Fan Expo doesn't put a cap on how many tickets they sell.
No, it's Fan Expo is one of the. I mean, mind you, Fan Expo used to be called at most places was called Wizard World or something else.
And it used to be Fan Expo bought Denver Comic Con. Like
that
used to be Denver Comic Con.
That's what it was. It's one of those chain cons where it's like, we have the money, we can buy you to make you better. Like, no. You're more focused on the money and not like, hey, we're overcrowded. This could be cause a fire hazard. I'm looking at you, Anime Expo.
Yeah, it was fun though. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I made a lot of really great connections, and I met Mimi Maro, which was super cool. Her art is on my wall. I had been dying to meet her, but just having those resources accessible to free internet viewage and being able to,
or if you have mobile data.
Yes. But these are things that I didn't know about when I started cosplaying in 2022. And of course, every cosplayer deserves to start somewhere. Like, you don't need to be super perfect with your first ever cosplay. Like, embrace the cringe at first. That is okay. Like, I look back at my old cosplay, like my first ever picture of me cosplaying Vi, and I do cringe a little bit, which is okay.
I think we all cringe at our first cosplays.
Yes.
I cringe at one in particular. I cringe at one in particular that I'm just glad I sold and everything, because the fandom is no good.
Oh yeah.
But I look back at those pictures and I'm so proud of how far I've come. And I'm still changing. I've been cosplaying Vi from Arcane for the entire she was my first cosplay.
She's pretty much your comfort cosplay, as we say on here.
Comfort cosplay to the max. I mean, I have her tattoos, so
which really well done tattoos, by the way, I must say.
I constantly to this day update her makeup. I am working on an Act 3 version of her right now, which I haven't done yet. I hope I can do Pit Fighter Vi. We'll see. But and every time I cosplay her, I change up how I do her makeup. I'm constantly pulling resources from the internet, and that's just sometimes the best way to learn. That's how I learned. That's how I became a makeup artist. That's how I became a cosplayer. The reason why I know why I became a cosplayer was because Adam Savage did a TED Talk on cosplay and how cool it is. And I was like, you know what? I want that to be me. It's the internet that gave me that courage and that confidence to be able to do it. And that's something that we provide with doing these podcasts and these panels.
I
and
mean, I feel like
interviews.
I feel like the early 2020s, which is weird saying because we're in 2026 now. God, 4 more years and it's 2030. Jesus
Yep.
fucking Christ.
Why would you say this?
I'm
Why would you tell me these
I'm
things?
just realizing that, you know, God. I mean, I feel like again the early 2020s was like when everyone, you know, a lot of cosplayers or former cosplayers created, you know, started doing the podcast panels because you couldn't go to a con, and
Yeah.
not many people had the internet connection to attend those online conventions,
Yeah.
or like there'd be just too many people going on to those online, which I thought was the coolest thing ever. But those died really quickly when a lot of cons started opening back up again.
Yeah.
But then you
Yeah,
get
and there's so much overhead.
Oh yeah, AJ, sorry. Go ahead.
So, I was gonna say there's so much overhead in running all of those streams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, and now you have like I feel like after COVID, a lot of people. I call them convention nightmares, like kitchen nightmares or hotel nightmares, where someone who attended a con or volunteered to work at a con decides to run their own con, which
Yeah.
I also do a podcast. I also do a panel called Convention Discussion, where I'll talk to convention runners, and they'll talk about how they run their conventions or how long they've been running their conventions for. And you know, great things to watch if you want to know more about the convention itself, too.
Yeah. Also, I looked it up, and Fan Expo Denver's Wikipedia page does not have attendance numbers past 2016, but it looks like they broke 100,000 in 2015, and their numbers were steadily climbing up through 2016. So I can only imagine what the attendance was in 2023.
But keep in mind, we had kind of a restart because of COVID.
Well, yeah.
And
But
I don't blame people for not wanting to go to. I don't blame people for not wanting to go to cons.
No,
But I
and
mean,
actually for that con, I debated having like my friend Nana make me a custom mask that was Vi aesthetic.
But also, I've never been to a con that was larger than SakuraCon, I think. So just a venue that can and will hold over 100,000 attendees. I have no scale.
It's a huge convention hall.
I just feel bad
just
for
the center
people
in general.
I just feel bad for people at SoccerCon having to go to 2 different buildings.
I know that's a thing for some
conversation.
conventions, but what's the really big convention that's held at like? There's like what convention am I thinking of? There's one that's held in like 5 different hotels that are all in the same.
Dragon Con.
Dragon Con, thank you.
It's that. Speaking of that, con has been mentioned again. That con's been mentioned I think out of all the cons that have been mentioned on this channel, Dragon Con has been the one that's been mentioned the most on this channel for the past 5 years. It's like I want to go. One of my favorite actors.
Love to go, but
one of my favorite actors attends that con every year.
It's a con I'd love to go to, but it's across the country, and I have so
all
many.
the way in Atlanta.
I have several mutuals who go every year, and every year they go. They're like, "You should come," and I'm like, "I'm not traveling with my cosplay that far. Like, if I had a cosplay that I could easily pack, that I really liked, that I didn't fear getting damaged, heck yeah."
I mean, there's Siri.
That wig is a nightmare. I need to figure that
out.
I
know.
I could take Siri, but I also just don't have a version of. Other than her scar, I don't really have a good way right now to make it super canon, but I can. I mean, it's not like I'm going to Dragon Con next year, but
No.
it's
I'll be there checking your cosplay for accuracy.
And that's, again, as I mentioned, that's the one thing on this channel is the humor. There's someone busting up laughing. There's someone who brings their cat, has a pet cameo every now and again. You'll hear a cat, see a dog.
It's a time-honored tradition.
It is. If I as much as I would love to go all the way back and find each like part of a pet appearing on the channel, I would. But that is 5 years over.
Just a
So many
montage.
videos. I ain't
Pet
gonna do that.
montage.
Yeah,
Podcast
still.
montage.
Hey, anyone who wants to go through all my videos and find all the pets from the past 5 years, please, you're more than welcome to make a compilation video and send it to me. But I'm
This
not.
is vital content, Wayne.
I know. Now on to another one that another segment that we recently started back in 2022. I got to thank Cosplay Me for the suggestion for suggesting I apply and do it. The convention showcases, which we've been doing since 2022.
That
Those
is.
those
Wow.
are like those are. It's crazy to see the recognition and the views those get. I was not expecting something like those to get like, oh, okay, so I guess we are going to continue doing these. All right. Because I just had planned to do just the 2 in 2022, and then like, oh, here we are. We got approved for KimoriCon. Okay.
Let's do it.
With you, AJ, what have your thoughts been on the convention showcases that we decided to do on the channel? And when I say we, I mean and everyone who's pretty much part of the Cosplay Con Talk family.
Right. I have a confession to make, and that's that I don't really tend to watch the convention showcases. I'm so sorry.
No, that I don't expect anyone to watch them, especially with how long they are, with KimoriCon's being over 2 hours.
Yeah,
Almost
and
3
usually by the
hours.
time the convention is done, like I am so dead.
Well, I don't blame you. I feel that now that I do these showcases, I mean, you do a lot of stuff too for conventions. You staff for conventions.
I do. Yes, I do. That's it really takes it out of me, and so like I'll catch some here and there, but also like usually my short-term memory is just kind of shot. So even if I watch them, it's like, yeah, that happened. Okay. Well, that has been purged from my memory, and now I will never remember that again.
To be fair, I'll like watch it once just so I get an idea of like, okay, oh, I forgot to edit that part out. Oh, there's something I missed. No, I'm not going back and redoing that because that took 8 freaking hours to edit.
Such strong language.
I'm trying my best not to say any F words because the F word is just in general. The F word is very well known on this channel, not just for Cosplay Con Talk, but for geeking out and the gaming stuff too. Yeah, we said a lot of F words on this channel.
Yeah.
I mean, Cosplay Con Talk is PG-13, so everyone is allowed one F word. But like, I feel like I've said so much, and I've had to bleep a lot out in the past couple of years. I'm like, oh no. I mean, well, at first we didn't really curse back then. Really, we just said the basic PG-13 curse words. I think it was after I moved here in 2021 is when like the F bombs were just becoming just.
Yeah,
consistent.
We were pretty careful early on.
And sometimes I just don't feel like editing certain things out. It's like, you know what? We're gonna keep that in. I don't care.
So valid.
Because the editing process, especially with the convention showcases, are so long.
I used to do long form content and I used to make makeup tutorials.
And those can go on for like 2 hours.
Forever. I mean, mine didn't typically, well, the filming would. Like, I think my longest time I ever filmed one was for an entry for the Next Face Awards. That was an 8-hour body paint that I edited down to 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, because you have to, like, oh, geez, yeah.
That is, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and I didn't even make it. I didn't make the top 30. That was, I was very sad.
Oh, I know a lot of people enter those things, too. But yeah, back to the question at hand. I mean, I don't expect everyone to fully sit through and watch the convention showcases. I mean, I had to go back and re-upload the KomoriCon one to not make it a premiere, because then I did that once, and someone suggested, which I got to shout out to that person. They suggested that I shouldn't do Premiere because, you know, with Premiere you can't skip ahead. You have to actually watch. So I had to go back. I had to go back and take off Premiere and then make a new link, so people were able to and I put timestamps now for convention showcase interviews.
Hey.
Oh, that's so smart.
We love timestamps.
With how long the KomoriCon of 2025 was, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I gotta, because, you know, say if someone wants to see their favorite cosplayer got an interview, they can go see that interview, or their favorite booth, artist, actor got interviewed, they can just okay, here's the timestamp. Click at this time, and that's where the interview starts. I think, yeah. Anyway, as I was asking you, AJ, I guess, what are your thoughts of the new segment of the convention showcase for the channel?
Oh, like the segment as a whole, not like a new segment of convention showcase.
Yeah, I guess this the convention showcase as a whole. What are your thoughts on it?
Oh yeah.
And do you think it's improved the channel, or do you think it's made some kind of difference for the channel itself?
No, I think it's good to have it around. Like it brings in recognition. People like to hear about the conventions and like how you experience them. They like to see the interviews, and especially since you have greater access to guests and things at a convention, and so you know, someone who's not necessarily going to take time out of their regular life to come on and record something online, if they're already at the convention and doing interviews, you can do that, and then you can have that interview on your channel, part of the convention showcase, and that's exciting for people. And then if whether or not people have attended a specific convention, if they have thoughts, if they have questions about how it went, they might check your video to see if you mentioned something specific, or you know, if they want an overall view. And so I think it's good to have around. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people do the vlogs, the blogs, or the short videos, or just the interviews, and I think those are cool, because, you know, people like to see that. But I'm like, I want to do it all. I want to show the walkthrough, the interviews, you know, give that, as I call it, give people that POV experience who may not be able to attend, because let's face it, traveling to cons, you know, even your local ones, you know, financially, it's not always easy.
No.
Yeah. Hard agree on that.
I just have to make sure I can find the right music during the tour shots, or when I'm showing off the cosplayers for the cosplay showcase part of it too, which I also now make into separate compilation videos, where it'll just be a video of all the cosplays shown for that year, and then the cosplayer interviews shown for that year too, because sometimes, you know, not everyone wants to sit through a three almost 4-hour video of a con, and they just want to see. And I feel like the timestamps, because I thought about that, and I've seen content creators, some of my favorite content creators, use timestamps. You know what? Let's implement that, because not everyone wants to sit through this whole video.
Snowfy, you good?
My spouse is behind me Or like with my hair.
But yeah, same question for you, Vi, and you've also had a personal experience being on 2 convention showcases too
Yeah.
from last year.
Yeah, those I think are really neat because it gives cosplayers a chance to shine. And I think, at least at the conventions that we were at, like I guested at Metal Art Comic Con, and then I was also at Anna Medford, and I helped my friend Z a lot at her booth because she was guesting. At small cons, the cosplay guests tend to get kind of snubbed. Like, we didn't have a lot of people coming over to our booths. Like, it was pretty slow for the cosplay guests. Sometimes at different conventions, if they're a smaller convention, the cosplay guests don't really get a lot of opportunity for panels. They're kind of just there to
Well, and they're kind of
be
placed
at
in
the
the most like
booths.
they're like kind of placed in the most awkward places, like
Yeah,
towards
we were
like the
placed in a
end.
really weird spot. And so it was for having a weekend in which it didn't feel like I was getting the recognition as a cosplay guest that you would expect from being a guest. It was really neat being able to kind of show what I have to offer and be seen, because there were parts of especially the weekend where I guested where I didn't feel as, I guess, appreciated as I thought I would. That experience as a whole was just interesting. It was fun. It just wasn't what I expected it to be, which is like, I'd never done it before. I didn't necessarily know what I was expecting. So that's kind of a given. But it did make that experience guesting special, as much as we were having a lot of technical difficulties.
And I appreciate your help co-hosting the cosplay contest with me too at Middle Arc.
That was honestly really scary. I didn't expect it to be so
You
scary.
you did a good job though, and I appreciate having a co-host, because sometimes just going up by yourself is like okay, I can do what I can, but like,
Yeah.
you know, as I say on here, I like giving people that opportunity to, like, you know, come on and do their own thing, host their own thing, you know.
Yeah.
Working with a
that's really
co-host can be so much easier.
Mhm.
Easier is not the right word. I
Support.
find it to be like, I don't know, I can be more dynamic with it.
Yeah. It's not just you. You have people you can bounce back and forth between.
Exactly, and I've had people co-host on here quite a lot too. You know, it's like if the vibe works, the episode, the panel will go super well. You'll have people laughing their asses off. You have people saying the F word multiple times on here. 5 years, and this series has been going on for 5 years. I also have to give a shout out to a friend of mine, who they got the channel, the very first sponsor.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, it's we're sponsored by Mocha Queen Color Contacts. Don't forget to use my code Wayne for 10% off at checkout at mochaqueen.com. I mean, you'll see that at the intro of every Cosplay Con Talk video since we got the sponsor, which I was kind of shocked, but the friend thought, you know, hey, your content's based on cosplay. I reached out to Mocha Queen because you know, they sponsored me and everything. So here's, you know, for doing what you do, here's Mocha Queen's contact information, and now they're sponsoring your channel. I'm like, oh, okay. wasn't expecting to get a sponsor for the channel. I think that's when we hit like 200 subs, I think, or close to 300 at the time.
That's rare. Most of the time, companies start sponsoring people at, like, I think I've been a content creator for 12 years. I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard, the magic number is 50K.
Wow.
There are some like Dubby and everything, and like the drink ones where you can go on their website and fill out a form to get sponsored by them.
Yes.
You just have to make sure. You just have to make sure to,
There are factors that go into it, but like, I've done one sponsorship in the 12 years that I've been a content creator.
Wow.
Like distance nerding. they're like I said, they're really great guys too, and they have a sponsor through W that the drink they had at their booth at Con.
yeah.
Great stuff, by the way.
Hmm.
But yeah, some websites will like you could be a small time content creator with under 100 subs, or whatever. It's just things you have to be consistent. Like
Yes.
with me, they've asked me, be sure to promote it through your YouTube channel or your Instagram or whatever platform you have the most. Like, well, YouTube's the most. Or they'll like ask me, hey, we got some contacts for you. Do you want to try them? Like, well, I don't wear contacts, but my sister, who's been, modeling the contacts for them that I send, I just have them. I just send the contacts to her. She'll wear them, and I'll just edit the video of what they want me to say.
Mhm.
But yeah, Mocha Queen has been a sponsor of this channel. I want to say going on 3 years now.
Cool.
Wow.
Two,
That's
3
really
years.
nice.
I want to say.
Yeah.
So, like I said, just put if you're looking for contacts, Mocha Queen, just use my name, WAYNE, and you get a discount.
Sweet.
And I'll use that right now.
They have because they have not only just the color ones, but they also have RX contact lenses as well that are FDA approved.
Mm.
So if like you wear contacts and you still want to see without wearing glasses, you just have to make sure you put your prescription in right too, because the left ones are always going to be different than the right ones.
That's me. I'm that person.
I have yet to wear
My eyes are
contact.
so bad.
I have yet to wear contact lenses, so we'll see how that goes for Geralt or Husker this year.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm kind of dreading it. I'm probably need help putting the contact lenses in.
When you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. I've been wearing them for 10 years. Actually, 10 years? Maybe longer. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, I
It gets
believe it.
easy after a while.
So we are almost an hour into this. I guess kind of just wrap it up a bit now. Back to you, AJ. Overall thoughts and everything for Cosplay Con Talk, and is this something you would recommend for anyone who would probably like to come on and just share their cosplay convention stories and everything, and give like their advice?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's fun, it's low pressure, and it's chill. It's chill. Do people say chill anymore? I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know,
They
but
do?
we're very
Excellent. Excellent.
yeah,
Chill yap session.
This channel is
Yeah.
very inclusive, though. Just for anyone wondering,
Yeah.
you just got to be 18 or older. Again, it's
Yeah.
a safety. It's a
Please,
safety thing.
please
I
be an
have.
adult.
Yes.
Or if you're a family, then that's the only exception. You have to have your parents, legal guardians with you right next to you, because cosplay families are allowed.
Yeah.
That's the only exception. But other than that, if you're by yourself, you have to be 18 or older. It's just a safety thing I have.
Yeah.
I don't have it in writing, but again, I want people to be safe, because there's just how it is out there. But as you were saying, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually been a good time just to come on and talk about stuff, and you get to share what you have to say on a YouTube platform. And I mean, if that's what you're into, great, do it. Why not?
I pretty much just give it up on posting on the podcast on Spotify. That was just becoming too much.
Spotify isn't much of a podcast platform anyway.
I mean, it was at one point, but but it was just getting oversaturated with like I probably have like maybe the first 10 episodes on there for just listening, but it just became a hassle trying to just pre-record the audio from the episodes and then put it on there and just like trying to stay consistent. So I have the links still on my link tree if you want to listen to them, but if you want everything, come onto the channel.
Do they do numbers at all?
What do you mean?
Like, do you see statistics for like people listening to them?
I have not checked that in years, honestly.
Ooh.
It was more of an experimental thing. I think I saw like maybe like a few people listening to it, but like I just couldn't keep up with it consistently. I'm more consistent here with YouTube than
Yeah.
any other platform, honestly.
Mhm.
Like Instagram is probably also my other main one I'm more active on, which yeah. But yeah, continuing the question.
I'm not sure there was anything else I had to say. I'm sorry.
But overall, you've enjoyed anytime you
Oh.
can come on.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's always something interesting to talk about. And I feel like coming on here I've been able to like share some good information, and I've met some people, and um yeah.
The amount of people I've seen follow one another after an episode is done and it gets posted is just like
Exactly.
I wasn't expecting honestly this. I mean, I'm sure they would have found the cosplayer anyway, but I know a good chunk of the time after an episode is done, like the guest will like exchange social media handles.
Yeah. Sorry, I had something that I was going to say and then I forgot what it was.
I hate it when you
Um,
do that.
I'm sure you'll think of it.
that is not
Again,
guaranteed.
nothing on this channel is scripted. I mean, I have to dust it off, but like this is what was the original plan for scripts or podcast ideas, and then I realized I'd rather wing it, or well, I actually have laid out, typed on my notes on my phone of what we'll be talking about. But this is no longer a thing. This can
Okay. All right.
Again, nothing scripted on this channel except for the questions and topics of what we'll be discussing for the episode, because I feel like that's much easier than trying to describe it. And if anyone does have questions during, then I can answer them. But I feel like sending a full link to the series makes it so much easier, so they have a rough idea of what goes on the channel. In my personal opinion, at least, I feel like that's much easier. Vi, same question. Overall thoughts, experience, and is this a channel series you would recommend to those who would potentially like to come on and learn more about cosplaying conventions?
Absolutely. I've had a really nice time in every video that I've been a part of. I definitely am excited to be a part of more of them in the future, and I have loved a lot of the people that I've met through doing this, and the Discord's super fun. And it's nice getting to see and meet other cosplayers through it and see their interviews and learn things from them. And yeah, it's really fun content to watch and be a part of.
And for anyone who wants to join the Discord server, I don't expect you to be on there 24/7 chatting. Like, there are people who've been on there for so long, like, it does not. I'm not even fully consistent on there like I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Life gets busy, but like every now and again, I will go on there and like if someone has a message they want to send me, like yeah, or if they have like a suggestion for an episode, definitely. Like you know, like we're all adults, we have busy lives, so I don't expect people to be on there 24/7.
Honestly, if someone expected me to be on a Discord server 24/7, I might just leave the server.
No, I don't, and I've had some people say, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's like it's okay. We're all adults. We get busy. Like I am the most when it comes to planning these episodes, not just for Cosplay Con Talk, but in general. You know, trying to reach out to people. It's like I don't get upset if like they don't respond to about because I've had some people say, yeah, I'm interested, and like, okay, I mean, I don't get upset. Like, I get we all have busy lives, and when you're like, or because I've even hit up some well-known content creators who've been interested, but there are those times where they get so many messages that all the other messages just get backlogged. So they're going through like hundreds of messages before they get to. So it's like I get it. Busy, we're all adults. We have busy lives. I don't expect someone to respond right away. But like when I see someone respond, it's like, thank you for being interested. Here's what do we set up and everything. And for anyone listening, I always work with their time or we try to like coincide times together. Because let's face it, when you're trying to set up an interview with a cosplayer all the way in Australia, oh yeah, that's like
Time zones.
Here in the States, that's different because they're a couple hours, 3-4 hours ahead or before you. But like when you're trying to, like the UK, Thailand at one time, Canada, Australia for one. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's twice I've set up interviews for people in Australia for different segments on this channel. Let me tell you, the time zones are so different. It's nighttime here, but it's daytime over there, or it's nighttime here and it's daytime over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. For advice, I will say, make sure you have for anyone who's wanting to do it's just in general content creating, or when you're doing interviews, always make a schedule and always chat with the person, especially if it's someone overseas, because let's just say it takes a lot of planning to set up an interview with someone who lives in a different country. Oh. Oh yeah. So last but not least, like we always do on here, starting with you, Jay, where can people find you on social medias if they want to stay up to date with your cosplays, your cons, and all that other fun stuff you do?
Well, first off, I would love to stay up to date with my cosplays and what I'm doing. So good luck with that. But I can be found on Instagram at Solstice Cosplay. I actually have a card site now that pulls together my various social medias and like the services that I do, because I also make custom clothing, custom cosplays. I do some voice acting, all that kind of stuff. So I will include that. I'll make sure it's included in the episode description and notes. I think it's something super simple. It's brand new though. It's like solsticehandspun.card.com or something.
Please send me the link for the Discord. So
I'll send you the link because
so I need to get better at posting. I need to get better at posting their links because I have a hard time posting everyone's link in the description below.
Yeah, if you want to find me, check the episode description, because I don't want you to have to go on Google or DuckDuckGo and be like Solstice Handspun at card or something. It's
card, Linktree, Ko-fi or coffee, however you pronounce it.
Oh, I do also have a coffee. No one is on it. No one is on it.
I don't have anybody on mine either.
I don't. I have too many. It's why I don't. I got rid of Twitter/X. I don't have a Blue Sky because that's just too many websites for me to have.
But if you do want to give me money, I do have a coffee.
If you want to buy them a coffee,
yeah, it's
or if you want to buy them a coffee or buy them an actual coffee.
Solstice Handspun on Ko-fi. I don't expect anything, but it'd sure be cool because I don't make any money.
Same.
I mean, I have my job, but that's like my only income.
Same.
You have a job?
I need to keep this roof over my head and continue to do this series somehow. What is a job?
Good question.
Vi, same. Where can people find you on social media to stay up to date with your cosplays and your content and everything?
My username is @ViSnowfy on every platform that I'm on. I'm not super active on every single platform because, like we were talking about, it's really hard to keep up with every single one of them. Some of the platforms I'm on, I come in bursts and then I disappear for a few months and then I come back.
Surprise! Or I see you like in another year.
Yeah, but my most active platforms are Instagram and TikTok, which I'm hoping to get back to doing more short form and cosplay content on both of those soon. And then I also do use Blue Sky. I also have a Tumblr. I also have a Ko-fi.
You have a Tumblr? What are you in high school?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
you'd
wait.
be amazed at how much incredible Kate Vi fan art is on Tumblr.
I would
It's
not be
so good.
amazed. I've been on Tumblr.
It's
Oh wait,
so
what's that one website? It's like from like high school days where people could post their art.
DeviantArt?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
DeviantArt.
It's like,
That
like anyone have a DeviantArt here still?
I
Um,
was never talented enough to have a DeviantArt.
either.
I was gonna say, if anyone has a DeviantArt, kudos to you because I haven't heard or seen or heard any of from that in years, like high school. Like I'm not gonna say how long ago, but it's a long time.
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Tell
Oh
us.
God, let's see. First time I ever heard of DeviantArt is also the first time I heard about conventions. Was back in 2009.
Yeah.
So almost, or no, it's been a long time. I've known about cosplay for a very long time, but I've only been cosplaying for close to 10 years. My
Only.
knowledge stemmed back in 2009 hearing about SakuraCon and Heroes of Cosplay.
Oh,
And
not
also,
Heroes of
and also,
Cosplay.
and
Oh
also,
no.
going on to cosplay shops to find cosplays for if I ever wanted to cosplay, but you know that never happened until 2017.
Yeah. I
Mm.
would have cosplayed sooner, but alas, when I wanted to start cosplaying, I was too young, had no resources, and no money.
Yeah, same. My first con wasn't until 2017,
Yeah.
and I just wore a Batman hoodie and and got paid to take pictures. You all know where you can find me. If you don't, well, I don't know what to tell you. But if you follow this channel for if you've been following this channel for over, well, technically 6 years is when I started, sort of when I light started this channel with the gaming content. But if you follow recently, you know where you can find me. I'm mainly more active, surprisingly, on Instagram. Not much so my Facebook page. TikTok, I just scroll through. Really, I'm not really active on TikTok. But YouTube, Instagram, the most active places you can find me. If you're ever interested in being interviewed on this channel or coming on and watch me scream like Homer Simpson while playing Poppy Playtime, you can find me at Wayne the Unknown. Be sure to check out the merch store too, please, because I've had that for quite some time. And you know, it's not more about the money. It's just, you know, it'd be cool to see people with the merch.
Yeah.
And there's always a discount going on through the store too. But yeah, AJ and Vi, thank you for coming on for Cosplay Con Talk's 5-year anniversary episode called 5 Years of Cosplay Con Talk. I'll probably do this again, probably when we get, I don't know, when we reach 500 subs. I want to do a 500 sub episode. But yeah, as always, I'm Wayne the Unknown. Until next time, thank you for listening, and always thank you for watching.
Thanks.